Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of session 88 for Materia D&D. We went for a quick earlier break than normal just because there was a lot of reveal and I wanted to give the guys a couple, like 10 good minutes if they needed to kind of maybe think of a possible set of questions that they would have for Dregnar's brother, the divine beast as we'll call it, Kodiak, the Hibernator, or as Dragnar knew him, Erebus. It is not conducive for me to stay much longer. I am here to assist if possible and know that you have my thanks for giving my brother a home and a purpose.
I mean, he helps look after. He does. He's a bad cook. I don't know if you knew this about him. He's a really bad cook, but he's very helpful and useful, and he's a great companion. So he's a family. He's one of our family now.
Uh, he he does well with family.
I mean, I guess so we need to stop her. Well, actually, I guess before you go, what do you want us to do with? Uh, I assume when this goes away, the chair will come back. Do you want us to take that somewhere? Like, do you follow the chair?
Hmm. It is unfortunately the easiest point for me to uh, manifest.
So
Is
could
it the chair or your pelt?
It is the pelts.
So if I took the pelt off and carried it with me, that would still work.
Perhaps.
so
This is the first time I've fully exposed myself since, well, being felled. I've lingered primarily in the subtle, but for a few brief instances of intervention. Uh, who knows how long it'll take for me to be able to emerge from this coming slumber. But know that it is possible for you to traverse the subtle realms and perhaps find me.
I was thinking that using, something of yours like the claw necklace or the pelt as a divining rod, if you will.
Yes. Though, brother, you have a connection there already. You never knew, and perhaps, hmm, forgive me if this is a point of pain, but you never knew your family. You only knew of me. Truthfully, it is because, well, I had always been your family, but you were given this form and this life. It was an inevitability that you would seek me out, as as I'm not aware of your disclosure amongst your kin here. I believe they would be aware that you did not know your parents, or
That's correct. I've never spoken of parents, nor have I ever looked for parents. You were my family.
sadly, brother, that is because you would not find any. You are the form given to the beast of shadow, the one that lingers, the one that listens, the one that knows. It is for you to remember
So like, he doesn't have a mom and dad.
Not of the traditional.
Kind of
He
like
was.
you, where you just became a thing.
We were given form. Yes. He is by all means a flesh and blood dwarf, but he is, as I was a flesh and blood bear.
He's like a warrior's soul made manifest.
Elegantly put.
Cool.
It was deemed necessary for, well, Dregnar to be. And it was my duty to ensure he survived.
Thanks.
Well, I should be thanking you for taking him in.
Yeah, he was pretty
And
rough when we found him. Wait, can he die?
yes, of course, we can all die. I can die.
I bet will he look like kind of do the thing like you're doing when he dies?
Uh,
Like become this.
I frankly do not know. He is he is not as uh, attuned to the subtle realm as I am.
Did
I
you
am its king and curator.
did you know all this, Dragnar?
The look of confusion on my face should answer everything for you.
Your face looks kind of like a beast right now, though, so I don't know if I can read your face as well
Yeah,
as I
because
might be
I'm
able
like,
to.
He's just doing the scratch the ear. He's like, I don't get what's going on. No, I will.
literally the deer in the headlights look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is a lot.
I think I may have more questions than I got answers.
and unfortunately, the time for more answers is well, not now.
I understand you're expending a lot of energy being here.
And I
I
appreciate.
yelled,
Go ahead.
I yelled from across the room, hey, can you put Pebble back?
She is of a different realm. I'm sorry. However, I am
It's not my
sure
department, kid.
you will be able to find the materials required here. Just, I do implore you, though, if I may, while she saw those around you as simply trophies for profit and power, take them, use them. They
I was
would be at peace knowing they serve a purpose.
I was just getting ready to ask you that if these items still had the power to manifest their former selves, and if they do you know how that one was using them?
Unfortunately, the manifestation is of her treachery, of her cruelty. She forces the remnants of these beings into servitude.
That's her hag power.
That is her unique gift. Yeah.
God, I want to kill this bitch more.
So, would they serve us if we somehow called them?
No, she is the source from which they are brought. She takes the trinkets, the trophies, as her title would say, and forces the memory of that entity out to do her bidding.
So we're actually doing them a justice by killing them.
Oh, you are allowing them to rest.
But do we need to like destroy these things and then I'll actually just pick up like one of the wyvern wings that's near my feet to be like, so do we need to dispose of these now, or are they gone now, or what?
I would say her ties to it perhaps linger. I am not fully aware of true capabilities. However, I would say the same could be said of using them, perhaps not immediately against her, because time is of, well, it appears time is of the essence. But in your future endeavors, for I have confidence that you will prevail.
You had said earlier that we could possibly anchor her because she used these items. I'm assuming she used part of her power or part of her essence or whatever it is to animate them. They may be a good place to start to try to create that anchor so she can't escape again.
Exactly. And your friend of the mystic arts, Rock, it is, the knowledge is within you. I assure you. You will derive a means.
I'm walking around the room, looking for things that will help me summon Pebble.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Not the best. 15 total.
Hey, what do you know? The brazier itself will work. There's a red charcoal in there. As you're kind of going through, there are collections of other things, and you find a supply of what will suffice as incense and other things. So yeah, you have everything you need. Bring her back.
I will collect the things and not try to summon her now.
No, you guys did not introduce yourself as a menagerie. Dregnar's family. Take what is here. Use it to, well, right the situation. And I am confident that you will speak with me again in the subtle. Or please understand that is a connection that we all share. And jumping back real quick to the three of you that did the religion slash arcana checks. So to kind of help you guys understand, the three of you would kind of grasp this concept that pretty much anything that is conscious, has a consciousness and sleeps, in some way is tied to the subtle realm. And that being said, because of Sej, when you did the religion check, there is the dream catcher. He is chaotic, neutral, and one of the domains is, well, some of their domains and influences are messaging, sleep, nightmares, recuperation, stuff like that. There is a reason why she's considered, one of the 11 is because it is a very powerful yet easily overlooked domain. And the influence of sleep, the influence of recuperation, the influence of even in the sense, being able to send message, being able to go beyond and think. You're in the subtle realm is a place where like lucid dreams might actually be made manifest. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So everybody has an opportunity to let me know if they're doing anything, asking anything. because as you're having this discussion, Dragnar, and all of you start to see that like his apparition is starting to kind of flicker.
Protect yourself within your realm. These hags that did this to you tend to interplanetary travel. Just be safe.
Thank you, Sej, and know that the sun smiles.
I'll give him another really graceful bow again as he leaves.
Anyone else got anything for Aragos?
I mean, like so much, but I'm not going to.
Okay. You have any like just minor
Nah.
thing you want to say? Okay, got it.
I'll say, know that you will be avenged, and she will never sit upon you again.
And when he says
Thank
that, I'm gonna clap him on the back and just like almost howl and like pleasure with that.
you. Thank you. She's got a bony ass.
She looked like she had a bony ass.
Unpleasant. But yes, stop the reaping of this harvest as best you can, or if it is by her design or her kin's design, there will be death, destruction, mayhem. It tends to be their favored evil, as it were, for their magics. Goodbye, brother. I will see you again.
Goodbye, brother.
Protect them. They are
I will do as you taught me.
next. And very, not like the fastest fade, but slowly he just kind of turns, begins to kind of walk around the the throne that he is, currently constructed in, and you see his form just kind of get kind of sucked back into the pelt.
My bad, friend.
Adam, I'm going to inspect the throne. Is it the pelt over a wood frame? Is that? I guess that's how I'm envisioning.
It is kind of gruesome. So as you get another reason to want to kill this bitch. As you start kind of like moving the pelt, you realize that it is made of his bones and sinew.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I'm assuming that. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll actually talk to everybody because I don't know. I'm like, should I just take the pelt and burn the rest?
Yeah, we can just smash the rest. I don't think the bones and such will burn, but we can just smash the shit out of them.
And of course, take the pelt with you because then he can have another. If he like bumps over to like see what we're doing, he'll have like another journey.
Yeah, I want to
He
hang
doesn't
out
have
with
to
him
die
again.
in one place.
I'll look at Sedge. I'm like, I know you're a cleric. Could you do something to the bones to make it to where she can't have access to him anymore? I know clerics can, you know, bless and do things like that. I didn't know if there was something you can do to sever that connection because I don't want her to have access to him.
Not off the top of my head, but I did hear about something sort of like that. I'll look into it.
Okay.
I might have already been taught that. I'll have to look in my notes.
Do we want to go ahead and take the whole chair with us and do this somewhere else?
It's probably really too big, right? I'm sure it's gigantic.
Yeah, I mean it's a big thing.
Your brother is within the pelt, so we take the pelt, get rid of the rest. He doesn't need that baggage anymore.
Okay, so I will start looking at like, the tethering or whatever it is on the pelt, and I will very carefully
Yeah, I'll help
Like
him with my
separate the leather bindings or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Sure.
and of course I'll help too.
expertise in carpenter's tools.
Oh, I'm definitely not very adept at it. I just wanted to be there to help.
No. All right.
Full
Anyone
support us.
anyone that's dealing with the removal of the pelt, just for the sake of it, go ahead and roll me sleight of hand. I guess your carpenters will give you advantage.
Or proficiency, or
Sorry, yeah, if you're not proficient, it'll give you proficiency if you. So.
oh, natural 20. Hey. So that would be a total
Me
of
too.
26.
Damn,
15.
did y'all both?
Both got nat 20s.
Okay. Yo, guys, it takes not that much time, but you guys are very careful, respectful, you still let Dregnard do, like, lead the way, but then you kind of assist him and fill in. You guys elegantly, without inflicting any more damage upon the pelt. And what you realize as you guys are kind of handling the pelt is it's, again, in a very unnatural way, it is fresh. It is clean. It is like, a pristine pelt, even though you've seen it put in this contorted, weird shape, and you know that it's been sat in, and of his gruesome, death by arrows, and then having his heart cut out and his tongue taken and everything. The pelt is beautiful still.
I'll look at Sej and Davis, and this will be the first time you actually see me do something like this. I will sincerely say thank you and be very appreciative
Through the snarls.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
through the snarl.
Kinda, thank you.
And while we're doing this, if no one's doing it, I'll say, hey, we may want to collect the trinkets, and not the trinkets, but
Trophies.
Hey, Al, want to come collect trinkets with me?
Yeah, I can do whatever I can.
You don't happen to so Dregnar has a spooky ghost friend in the pelt, and I apparently have a spooky ghost friend in my book. You don't have a spooky ghost friend, do you?
I got a spooky friend, and I'll kind of like jazz hands my fingers, and then the dismembered greed on my chest will do it with me.
Okay, yeah, fair. Han's kind of jazz hand single.
Just, "Ah."
We're all collecting spooky friends. Let's Hey, Karos. We'll just yell over at Karos. Do you have a spooky friend?
Not like that. No. You are a very interesting lot. That was interesting. He's just trying to process it. He's just like, weird.
Do we want to take care of the gorilla before we leave?
If we see it.
You're like,
Well, I'll sniff the air, and since I have the animalistic thing going on, I get advantage on perception with smells.
sure. So go ahead and roll me a perception check at advantage.
Thank God, I got a 17. First one was a 1.
Okay. I will say, before you guys leave, you're able to track down the gorillon and dispatch of it. It's gonna be all of you versus it, so it's not even gonna be like, it's not a thing. So,
And it was hurt already, I think. So.
yes, it was hurt and everything. So
It ran away from me and Al, so I would assume so.
yeah.
Well, I didn't want to leave it down here, 1, because of the trophy thing, but 2, can you imagine this, like some worker coming down? Yeah, I gotta check this. Oh shit!
Get fucking eat. That's what I was saying. Like, we're gonna have to come back for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we take care of it.
It's a good thing y'all came back for it, indeed.
We don't wrap up loose ends. We just let them fester. So.
Yeah.
Hey,
We could have got paid for it if we got an Adventures Guild. Damn.
Yeah, the one theirs is a little bit in exile at the moment.
We could always just start a new one here.
Yeah, Seb
There-
may
there
not
will be
like that.
giant disease.
I wouldn't want
What
to
was
piss
that?
off Seb.
Yeah.
Hey, when I was Pebble, and the workers were carrying stuff away, did they carry them through this?
You keep on. It's
Up.
a great being displayed as a bottom, but it is a upwards exit. As you kind of look up, there's an exit going up.
That is where they went, though, right?
Yes.
I gotta climb it and poke my head up top.
How are you gonna get up? Because the means to get up is actually currently
Pulled up.
pulled up. Yeah.
I can
You
jump.
can jump
a
20
certain
feet.
number.
How high can you jump? 15?
Let me look.
I thought it was 20.
It's distance 25. I think it's
Oh.
height 15.
Yeah,
I-
my best. Staff of the Croak. 15 feet high jump.
You kind of bound up and you kind of go reaching. It's a little bit out of reach. Like it's close. Like this isn't. It's not like you're shy. Maybe about 5 feet or so.
You want a boost?
Yes, please.
Okay. Me and my 27 strength are gonna chuck him.
All right, go ahead. I'm not even gonna make y'all roll. Like
I was
it's
saying,
just,
I have Cloud Giant strength right now, and he can jump 15 feet. I'm pretty sure we can do it.
Don't go concussing him now.
yeah, Rock. You just kind of and you like with a unprepared rate of acceleration. Just latch on and grab onto whatever you can, and then a ladder starts to, and you start falling down with the ladder.
Whoa!
Perfect. Hey, guys, they went up that way. We should see where this goes.
Did we get all the things?
I think me and Al got most of them. Did we get all of them? Al, did we get all of them?
I can carry the lightest one only.
Don't worry,
You wanna
just throw
carry
them in
this
my bag.
banner?
It's fine.
Cool. Let's not
So-
put him in the angry bag, by the way.
Let's not put them in the angry bag.
Yes, the one that you're feeding shit and we don't know about.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I haven't fed him today. I'm gonna feed my angry bag.
Are you feeding him today?
What am I feeding him? That's a good question. There any edible things in the room?
I mean, there's a bunch
For
of
him,
there's a bunch of
technic-
bones.
everything is edible for him technically.
Well, no, but like, is there actual food? I'm still trying to feed him. I'm trying to find out if he likes actual food.
Yeah, as you kind of go through like the tables that have been like overturned due to the rustling in the combat, there is some spilled, breads and preserved meats and canned.
Any cheese?
Sure, why not?
I give him some cheese. Who doesn't like cheese? And then does he do anything?
You do it in front of the group.
Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta see Rock very carefully open the top and then just kind of chuck the piece of cheese in there. And just gets poured it in. Yeah, the bag doesn't respond. It just closes itself. It just kind of flips the lid. And it has that, that shit-eating grin on it. Face.
Guy
So,
either really hates everything or really likes everything. I can't tell.
I think several of us got potentially eaten by that thing, so
Yep.
Be careful. We're gonna be friends when this is done. Or something.
Nope.
you're gonna hear me audibly sigh. Okay.
y'all can always take the bag from him, but then you'll make him very sad.
If it in my shell.
All right. So as far as I understand, you guys have collected, and if you guys say everything, I can give you a list because I'm pretty sure I'm missing some things on the board. But I'm pretty sure that amongst all of you, if you just kind of spread it out, you should be able to take everything just for the sake of like space in your bags. So like Davis could easily carry everything, but I don't know if he could actually fit everything.
Yeah,
And
there.
Can we put it all inside the bear pelt? Like lay it down, put everything in there, wrap it up, and then have Davis carry it?
Yeah, weight
You know what?
wise.
Sure, I guess. The wings are gonna be, they're folded. The horns are, yeah, I'll say why not. I'm not gonna make it difficult. Yes, you most likely possibly should be able to do that.
Your pack mule.
I mean, with that, what, 27 strength?
We're out
I don't
right
get
now.
right? So, okay. I guess I should ask. You guys are going up, right? That's what you guys said?
Yep.
All right, so as the ladder kind of down, rock is a kind of a rough ride down. You look up. It's dark up. There doesn't seem to be any light sources up there.
Proof staff glow light. That's the word.
All right. And I should ask then, great, words are escaping my brain.
Marching order?
Yes. The marching.
Guy with the light can go first.
Yeah, I'm going first. My ladder.
Do you want us to arrange ourselves on the thing?
Yeah. If you would just like left to right or something like that. Who's going first? Doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter if you're like over anything on the board. We're just so I kind of visualize or know where you guys are going.
Karo's probably in the back. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. He can be in the back. So you guys did not take the time to summon Pebble or anything like that, right? This is just, you guys are not resting, you guys are just going.
I have no pebbles.
Okay. Gotcha.
This
Yeah,
might be a bad idea. I also have no health.
yeah. We've done worse.
That's true.
I'm gonna give myself a level 1 healing word. Just okay. I get 8.
Actually, yeah, I guess I can heal myself too while I'm at it. Oh wait, no, I can't. Well, I can get, I can heal myself with one hit die.
Hell yeah.
I'll do that. Fuck it.
So go ahead and we'll take stock here. You would, because of the interaction, you would not have been able to take a short rest. But you guys are able to, expend slots and abilities and arcane recovery and all that stuff. If you, oh, no, not arcane recovery. Just if you have spells to heal yourself with, you can do that, or potions and stuff.
Dodge twice, Adam.
That's right. The feral beast dodges.
He just takes a sidestep and.
Yeah, and it's in the. Ooh, I feel so good.
Oh, whoa.
How invigorating.
How invigorating. That's a good way to put it.
I'm gonna also level 1 cure wounds.
Okay. I just trust you guys. I have not for a very long
I'm
time looked at.
like almost to have health, y'all.
Hell yeah.
I look really good.
And by
mean-
almost, I mean I'm 3/4 of the way to have health.
I quadrupled my health with that heal. Send hope.
Well, out of game, I wanted to get away from half health because if I took 6 points, I'd start attacking the nearest person closest to me.
I mean, only if you failed your wisdom save.
Ooh,
That
if
sounds dangerous.
Dregnar in his current form and Karo's fight, it'd be like a cat fight.
Bear cat fight. Yes.
Oh, is he a bear? I thought he was more cat-like. Okay.
Oh, he's
Bear
more.
cat.
He's actually taking on his totem, which is of the bear. And his brother was a bear. So.
Family doesn't mean anything to him. He's just this thing that got formed.
I have feelings. That hurts.
I mean, yeah, be nice to him, damn it.
He just found out he has literally no family. So, rough
I
day.
mean,
No, what are you talking about? I have a brother and I have 5 other family members
This
right
is
now
true.
next to me.
like he doesn't
Aw.
have the conventional family.
I have a conventional
Yeah,
family and rocks.
but you know what? My brother can beat your brother up.
I don't have a brother.
Sorry. Gotta go there. No, you don't. But they don't know. I don't even think they know all your family stuff yet.
Yep.
So, nope. Okay.
I feel like I was on an
Hopefully brand
episode
new
of
to
Jerry
Ollie.
Springer.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, D&D versions of Jerry Springer, right? Just here you go, bitches.
You're
All
not a
right.
more
Onward and
bitch.
upward.
You're not the father. You're not the father.
If Davis is right behind me, can I
The-
inhale
the-
some of the cloud?
Yes, their cloud will be like up in your face.
Like,
Yeah.
can I like breathe it in and like be like, and
Are you trying
like
to
does
huff
it?
my cloud?
I think, yeah, I'm sure. I don't understand it. Why do
It,
you have a cloud?
It's me.
I mean, out of character, I understand it, but in character, Rock, very
Yeah.
curious about your cloud.
it is like inhaling fog, right? Like, it's a dense fog, kind of.
So it's like cloud then.
Yeah, it's cloud.
Davis, your cloud tastes like cloud. I'm like,
Noted. Anyway, what do you see up there? Let's go.
Dregnar.
Yeah.
You're not actually related, like blood related to that celestial being. Were you adopted?
I'm confused right now.
Yeah, I think
My while we're climbing, I'll say my understanding was I he found me when I was a babe or toddler, and he took care of me. I never knew who my blood family was. But now, apparently, I don't have a mother and father. I manifested like he did. And I'm something of shadow, which kind of explains my recent abilities.
it's pretty cool.
Very interesting.
So I will definitely be meditating on that later. But I think we may have bigger fish to fry now with that. Now that we know that Zarya is a hag and we know her abilities, we possibly can be better prepared for her.
Oh yes, it's definitely not done for her yet.
So we know two of the three. Now we need to figure out the third.
May your thirst for vengeance be sated, because I want her to be done too.
Now, out of game, do we know that the hags are undead?
No, the only set of undead hags that you ran into were the ones that were reanimated at the Necromancer's Tower.
So while we're going up, I'll say if these hags are not undead, then that means they sleep. If they sleep, they enter my brother's realm.
Which is where we fight them.
He's considerably stronger in his own realm than here. It seems.
Just something to think about.
So you're
don't
saying
know
we
how to-
should go to sleep and seek them out and fight them there?
We'll have to come up with a handy way so we can all dependably lucid dream. It's not
Well,
as easy as it sounds. Then just all
that
going to
or
sleep.
use it to gather information about them.
I don't know how to fight in my sleep. Just wanna point that out.
I there's I there's like this beast that's around when I sleep, but it's not a hag, I don't think.
You fought it?
No,
Are you,
it's
are,
not.
are you going to fight it?
I don't think so. I don't really
Do you
know what
like?
it's about, but I don't think it's about
Does
the
it,
hags.
does it talk to you? What is it?
Not really. It's like a I don't know. It's like so. It's like I'm in a volcano, and it's got this kind of like scaly nature and this like heat. I don't think it has anything to do with the hags, but I was gonna ask your brother about this, but it's just like I didn't even know what I was gonna ask.
Well, now that we have his pelt, we should be able to converse with him possibly on his realm. But that's something we can think about here in a little bit. Let's get out of this hole and
Yeah.
find a place to, you know, rest. I don't think we should go back to the fish production warehouse, though. I don't want to endanger those people.
I'm gonna miss Barchester.
With that, I climb up, and is there like a door or like a
No,
grating?
yeah, it's easy enough. Like the ladder, as the ladder kind of, the door opens. Like it would be like a door kind of flings open. And like I said, if you look up, it's just dark.
Okay. I try to quietly climb to the top, with my light not. I'm not. Well, I mean, it's gonna. If there's anyone there gonna see the light, I just stick my head through the hole and use my staff to like aim around to see if I see anything.
So as you kind of illuminate, it is a vacant space. There are walls extended out. Light is 40, but I say you'll be able to see just barely the walls. And this place, you can't make out the material, the texture, or anything. But yeah, it's just an empty, vacant space. It doesn't smell stagnant or anything like that. It's just a space. Best way I can explain it with what you're seeing right now. Very indescript and empty. So,
If Rock gets, oh, he stepped away for a second.
okay.
So when he gets up, I'll just follow him. I mean, and I
Okay.
have some dark vision. I don't know if that helps, but
So Davis, as you kind of follow up, and I'm assuming the rest of the group kind of follows suit, you guys kind of funnel out and make space for yourselves here in this. Kind of like, when you see like an image of like an empty warehouse, but in this case it's empty, but there's nothing. There's no descript anything there. You're kind of looking and taking it in and trying to figure it out. Those of you that have dark vision, thanks to the light, you see among on the walls there are these faintly like etched, glowing symbols, and from the symbol, there seems to be like projected out like a kind of like a swirling type of energy or something that just seems to be contained. It kind of swirls out and it kind of dissipates the further it goes out until it's like nothingness.
Am I getting anything with my enhanced smell or hearing right now?
You smell the recent individuals that were up here. You get the scent of like, people that you get the sense of her lackeys that went up here.
The symbols that are on the wall, are they all at the same level on the wall, or are they just sporadic?
No, the height is kind of the same, and they're not necessarily close to each other. So they're like, you walk up to like close to one, let's say, keeping your 20 feet distance away from it, and it probably is a symbol that is what shoulder length, like 3 to 4 feet in size, and it has like it's like put into the wall, and then there's a spiraling, and then about 10 to 15 feet down on either side, there's another different symbol spiraling. Another one spiraling. Another one spiraling. Another one.
I'll look at Sage and Rock and say, and Hal as well. I'm like, aren't there certain spells of warding that can do things when interacted with?
There certainly are sigils that would be like touch activated, yes.
Well, do you guys recognize any of these symbols?
Can I get a bit glance to see if I recognize it through like
I mean,
religious
sure, you
studies
can.
and cult
Yeah,
studies?
go ahead and give me a I guess in this case, because it's magically based, unfortunately, it'd be an Arcana check, unless if you can kind of come up with some other reason or other approach to it.
And Adam, I will take a defensive posture, ready in an action that if something goes off, I will react or I'll go rage.
Sure, I can respect that. All right, what did my friend roll? I'm so sorry.
Not
Ocho.
very much.
Ocho, no. Uh, it they're the symbols you don't necessarily recognize. You don't necessarily know their purpose. How close? How close is the closest person comfortable to getting to one of these? I guess.
Well, I'm 20 foot away, right?
Yeah, that's at least where I drew the imaginary stopping point. I don't know
So
if any,
I'll let everyone know. Well, I'm about 20 foot away, so that seems to be somewhat safe from what I'm sensing.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to push this one until we learn something.
Yeah, do we want to just?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we want to just get out of here, or are we afraid that these things are gonna go off if we try and leave?
Did we see a door?
as you're looking around, Dragnar, go ahead and give me a just give me a perception check. The light from Rockstaff doesn't make it a disadvantage. Doop, 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 doop.
15.
There are no visible doors short of the trap door that you guys came up
So
from.
we think we're in that building with no doors. Is that what we're? But those. So either those assholes are up here, still, or there's some way out.
Well, I have a faint smell of them. Is there a smell that's more in a certain direction? Like maybe I could try to follow them,
All
like
right, go
Mark
ahead.
Fletcher does.
That's fine. Go ahead and give me a perception check at advantage as you're kind of sniffing and trying to perceive.
25.
They branched out, and there's nearly a dozen scents that go to different symbols and all in the space. You're able to
So,
track those
so
here.
it's like they're walking toward the sigils.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
I
yell out,
will
"Hey
let-
assholes, we know you're in here."
Hey assholes, we know you're in here. Hey assholes, we know you're in here. Hey, you're the asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's either that or these could be sigils of transportation.
I'm just waiting to see if I hear any response or anything.
You just hear your echoing, Davis, up in
Okay.
here.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they're not here.
In my 10 minutes of detect magic, that ran out a while ago, didn't it?
That ran out. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to do it again if you want to, but yeah, that definitely ran out.
Run out of spells.
Come on, Al, magic this shit.
Oh, yeah, I cast it again.
Okay.
Model level ones. This is a bad time.
Okay. Give me. Oh, geez. School of Magic.
Swirly.
Spiral. It's the spiral school.
Spiral Magic.
Every letter is a spiral.
Conjuration and Al, because you have a spell that's similar to this. I will conjuration in the way that like dimension door or something akin to that works.
Yeah, Dregnar, I think you're on the right path. I think this would have taken him somewhere. Don't know if it's safe to touch though. One way to find out, but
Like, how far could it have taken them?
can I tell how powerful these are? Just vaguely gauge it.
Go ahead and give me, if you're gonna do that, go ahead and give me yeah, because it's Arcana, I guess. However, I will say this: because you have familiarity with it, you can use your charisma in place of your intelligence.
Oh,
While Al's doing that, I'll talk with Rock. Al and Sedge, like, Could they be warded, or some kind of symbol or item has to be used to activate them?
Did you roll, my friend?
I got a 24.
24. Well, they are fairly short distant. Kind of feeling like the pull and the tether and the strength of the magic on it. They seem to be restricted to a mile or so.
Better than I can do. Okay.
Uh, with that, I will let you know that you kind of discern that this is some sort of city teleportation system thing. Why it's here? Huh? It's just here.
Okay.
It'll spit you out somewhere in the city.
Mhm.
It's Zarya's little subway.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was breaking up. Did you guys hear what I said about the activation requiring some kind of symbol or item?
No, I didn't hear that at least.
I heard a little bit of it, but
Yeah, I'll bring that up. Like, they all have those symbols, that little Z that they wear. I wonder, I don't know. Could it be that you have to have one of those, and if you don't, you get zapped or shit somewhere else? I'm not sure how magic works.
well, yeah, it's like only certain people can go in the hut, right? Like maybe you have to specify who can use these.
It's possible. I'd expect being inside of a house without doors and windows would be enough security, but I don't know how paranoid she is.
I mean, should we just go back down and then out the way we came?
Well, we know for sure that one's safe.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to risk anything new and weird.
Or we can
Not in this
send Paul out
least.
and see what happens.
Yeah, camera guy, go.
Paul, you up for it?
Go, camera guy.
Well,
We
Caro
still-
should have shown up. Caro could touch that symbol.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, Al, like, I will say, okay, this is. I've talked to taking a step, Adam talking to players. So I've had a discussion with Danny. It is okay to start throwing things and hoping they stick. Like, Al, you are actually potentially on the right path of something with an Arcana check. You just maybe need to poke and delve deeper. Like, here's. I will kind of help you in this respect. So your thought process is like, how does this work? This is the school of magic. Great. Now you know the school of magic. You kind of understand the distance. But maybe something you can consider is like, who put this here? You're assuming it was Arya. But it's like, can I ascertain the origin or something of this? Because sometimes you'll have like these ideas, but you don't say them. And I realize that a lot of your ideas are just, I don't know, maybe you're afraid to ask them, or you're more conflicted as like, why would my character ever come up with this concept? Don't let that kind of hold you back. Like, you can still be like, why is this here? What does it make sense? Maybe you're right. Maybe it is Arya's private little subway network. Or maybe it's something different. I'm just trying to encourage you guys to not be afraid to just throw something out there.
Well, I'm going to literally do what you just said. I'm going to take one of my ninja stars and throw it at the symbol and see what happens.
Nice.
It goes through and it just disappears.
You hear a random like villager on the other side. Ah, shit!
Well, it went somewhere and it didn't blow up, so that's good
I'll
enough
try
for
it
me.
first.
What'd you say, Sedge?
I'm gonna walk towards it.
Anyone? You don't like.
I
can
will stop him.
No,
Uh,
you don't have to stop him. Okay, you reach out and stop him. Okay, he's starting to walk forward, and you're like,
My friend, why you?
I mean, you guys have gotten point plenty of times. I figured I don't know.
That's brave, but
Good.
unnecessary. I think let's just go back the way we came.
Sure.
What? We can't just turn back.
I kind of want to ascertain what that is and where it goes.
I'm going to look back at Al and Davis and like kind of shrug. Do I let him go?
let's
I'll step out of the big elephant's way and say, go at it.
Hold on. What do you think about Hans? Would you go for a try? Do you wanna?
There you go. I like it.
You're flesh and blood, mostly.
I mean, you know how the magic works. Hans will obey.
I'm just trying to be nice
Little
about
bitch.
He'll give you he'll do the sideways thumbs up, like as he's activated, he's going,
Get your ass through that portal now. But
Oh,
politely.
yeah, exactly.
Even if it vaporizes him, it's fine.
If you would so kindly.
If you would so kindly, would you cross the threshold that'll potentially vaporize you?
This is
He's like,
This is
I-
Bioshock or
guinea pig.
something. Would you kindly?
Well,
Oh,
since
God.
I have met, I know him. I'm like, well, if it goes more than a certain distance, won't you lose control? So you won't know if he's all right.
100%. And then I wouldn't know if he dies for a little while. He takes a while to start growing back. Tinker's tool. I can at least do a find traps before I send him in. See if he can pick out anything from. Is that physical only?
no, because it's the materia version that actually
Totally fucking traps
works the way it's
Oh,
intended
yeah.
to work,
Alarm and glimmer. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay.
not
that.
garbage.
I'm gonna give that
It's
a
not
shot.
like, yep, traps.
Yeah, totally. Traps.
Somewhere. Or it's not like, oh no, it's behind a book. I can't see that trap, so no trap.
Oh jeez.
That's the most infuriating part of it.
1 inch paper. Ah, my weakness.
Yeah, fuck.
That's why you take the actor and high deception and say, yeah, there's no traps here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm just gonna point out to the room as Rock. Like a whole bunch of hard workers came up this way carrying stuff, and they're no longer in the room. I don't think that they'd all march themselves to death.
Yeah,
Probably
but
safe.
maybe it's safe for them and not us. But anyway, Sedge, by all means. Or no,
I
sorry,
mean, it
I'm
could-
sorry, I'm sorry. We're having Hans do it. Sorry, I changed the plan.
Yeah,
Hans.
I'm gonna cast find traps just to see if anything happens.
very
These
well
count as
could be a
traps.
trap.
funny enough, the thing that sets off the find trap is the quote unquote trap door, because if you don't know about it, you technically would fall through and hurt yourself. But no other traps.
Hey, can we get like a "Don't walk over here" sign? Something.
Yeah.
Well,
OSHA, get on this shit.
You want to put some yellow tape around caution?
Please, yes. Need OSHA in here.
But no, like funny enough, that's the only thing that would, by definition, trigger your. Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of that would trigger it. So yeah, you're fine. There's no traps.
So Han says we made it past the most dangerous part of the room, and I'll point to the trapdoor. But
Ooh.
Thumbs up.
let's see how this works out. And I'm gonna hold Hans and toss him into the cliff.
Okay, you see him just kind of as he like approaches the spiral vortex, he just kind of quickly envelops him and sucks him through.
Is that similar to how the Ninja Star went through?
Yep.
I'm gonna shrug at the guys and say, I mean, if we all go through the same one, and if they split up, and I don't know if there's a way back in here. I don't know if it's a two-way.
The way we came in.
Screw it. I'll walk through.
I follow.
Onwards.
Sweet. Since Sej was the one that wanted to go through it first, I'm going to give him the opportunity to do the roll. So go ahead and give me a D1. No, a D20 roll. That's enough. I have a list. That should be in you. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hip check Dregnar.
You're in Volpine now. Just kidding, Volpine's more than a mile, obviously.
You appear half a mile up in the air and start to fall.
Rock wouldn't care.
Whee!
So I don't see it in roll 20.
He rolled 16.
16. All right. As you know, Dregnar, you cross the threshold, and then followed up by Rock and all of you guys. You got to get the. There's this brief moment of where the moment you kind of pass, you feel yourselves get kind of twist it, shrunk, and spit back out, and then you just kind of step through, and you're like expecting to kind of like lose your balance and fall over. And 16 is
The Hag's Lair.
okay. You all kind of step out, kind of funneling out. Dregnar, you step out and you almost step on Hans, and then Hans scuttles away, and you see your ninja star just ding in a wooden beam as you kind of emerge, and you are in some sort of
Fish
wood
processing plant. Good job, guys.
wood structure. You look and you see that there's sunlight coming through, natural light from the outside. You look around. At least you don't see anyone right now. You all kind of funnel out.
Is there anything in the room?
Go ahead and give me a perception check if anyone wants to see what's in the room.
I'm gonna collect my ninja star.
Yeah, you just kind of plug it.
I will help rock perception, if I may.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Can I do a standalone?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I rolled a 19, so that's 24.
I'll help you, Al.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, lower. 17 total. Thank you.
17 and okay, and so 24, 17. All right. Rock, you step out and step through, and you are in. As you're kind of looking, there's wooden shelvings built into this room that you're in on the side, the structure, and there are numerous ink wells, scrolled up rolls of paper. There's a bunch of cobwebs and dust. However, with the high perception check, you do see that there is evidence of someone moving through here rather quickly. There is like paintings that have like tarps over them, covering them up, like frames that are hung on this wooden structures or the walls. It's a decent sized space. It's maybe with all of you in here all at once, you pretty much filled the room. It seems like it's some kind of maybe study, library, quiet space.
Very eerily quiet.
Yeah. You said we see sunlight. Is there a window?
Yeah, so like the wall goes up pretty high, and then not quite to where the ceiling is, maybe about a foot or two. There's just natural, like there's like slits, let sunlight come in.
I jump. Can I look out the window and see if I recognize anything?
Sure. You very carefully make sure not to jump your maximum height because you would bonk your head. You just kind of and look. There's people outside walking. There's the misshapen, oddly formed buildings of crazy shapes. So that is, Green Hill.
Adam, where we came through, I'm gonna turn around. Is that sigil still there?
Nope.
So I'm assuming it's a one-way.
At least from what you can tell, you can give me an investigation check if you want.
Yeah. I want to start touching the wall. Can I help Dragnar with the investigation? Assist?
Absolutely. Yep. Dragnar, you can do it at advantage.
Don't need it. Nat 20, bitches.
Oh shit, dude.
For
You're
a
the kind
total of 20.
of not 20 for a total of 20. You're kind of like with your, you kind of reach out and your nails or like claws. You're kind of scratching at the wood where you came from, and there's nothing there. It's a blank. And you just kind of pull at this little desk station. Like it's quite literally large enough for just like one person to sit, and it's like almost like shoulder width table built into the wall. And then you kind of stretch around and you just look under it, and it's one of these tables that kind of folds out from the wall. And then when you fold it up, there's that symbol.
Ah, so this is how they get around and in and out of that place.
Snaky bastards. Okay.
I'll be sure to let everybody know that that's there.
DM, how far along into the hour of our potion effects are we? So I assume it's close, if not already.
I would say you probably have about 2/3 done. So you probably have about 20 minutes, 15 minutes left.
Okay.
I'll be kind of generous with it.
Curse, let's arm wrestle. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
His arm is off.
he still has expertise. Like, it'd be kind of close.
Wait, in what? In athletics?
Yeah, wouldn't it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm actually trained in athletics as well, so.
Yeah, I think your bonus makes up for
I mean,
his.
Oh, actually, shit, you're right. Goddamn, it is so
Right?
close. Yeah,
It's a lot
he's
closer.
actually higher. Fuck me.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, if you want to just do one for shits and giggles, roll d20 plus
Sure.
13.
Oh god, I fail. I rolled a
Like,
2.
yeah. He like lets arm wrestle. Like, he just like kind of puts it on the little table and is like, okay, plonk. uh, your body's still adjusting to the magical changes. Clearly.
Shut up.
Davis, didn't you drink a potion to make yourself stronger? How did you lose that?
Hey, did you drink a potion of making you a hilarious guy? Obviously not, because you're not very funny.
I just giggle at him and like, guys, we're in Green Hill. There's people out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Maybe you should arm wrestle one of them, Davis.
just looks at the floor, pissed off.
Davis.
I honestly didn't realize it was that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
plus
so much that he's just
13.
strong. The approach that he takes is kind of tactful. I kind of imagine it, because he did invest high in his intelligence as well. So he just kind of like looks at you, figures out how your elbow situation is, and then he's just
Carlos
like,
is just a big fucking himbo.
yeah, he's a himbo. He's a Sherlock Holmes himbo, basically, that has psionic Jedi powers.
It's getting more ridiculous by the minute.
The things you say in D&D, you know what I mean? It's just like, he's a himbo Sherlock Holmes with Jedi powers that happens to be a lion man.
Yeah, what was the thing that I said earlier? Could you see when you were a chair or something like that?
Yeah. Only in D&D, that's
Oh
why
yeah,
we
could
love
you
this.
see when you were a chair? That's it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I think I would while they're doing that, since we're back in Green Hill, I'm gonna feel comfortable enough to see if there's like a door, and then I'd probably go outside and like ascertain what time of day it is.
It is, so you guys never left Greenhill. You just went kind of underground in a forgotten subterranean portion of it. It is, you guys left in the morning, right? It's
Yeah.
it's essentially not even an hour later since you went down.
It's like
It-
early, mid morning, something like that.
Yeah, it's like you kind of look at the sun and you kind of like, nothing has really changed. It's maybe about 40 minutes later.
I'm gonna turn back and be like, I can't believe all that happened without anything being noticed up here.
And you got to
Oh
open.
yeah, we
And
kind of teleported. Oh,
there's just,
that is
you just see like, folks in browns and their linen shirts, and you see some of them, carrying satchels or going through their daily routine on the streets. Yeah, you're just in Greenhill somewhere.
I'm gonna come back in and close the door and lock it.
Well,
If
that
it
was,
has a locking apparatus, that is.
it does actually. It's easy enough to, it's actually, you don't see this very often, but it's just a sliding lock. You're like, oh.
And I'm gonna just keep an eye out the window. I wanted to be like, since we've been underground, I kind of want to like see the sun.
Sure. You don't actually, like, you just kind of like step back and you're like you're just kind of looking, you just see the sunbeams kind of coming through the slits about, 9 feet up. maybe not even 9 feet, maybe like 8 feet up, 7 feet up. Looking, sun's coming in. Karos will kind of says, so we, what are we doing now? We trying to pursue? I would imagine that the individuals are long gone.
Could we just stay here? I mean, is there anybody even in here? We need some place to rest. I mean, this is a place. Maybe it's not the best choice since they have like a way of getting directly in here.
I mean, but why does this place exist then? I'm okay with resting. We took some punishment, but look, an industry symbol in some dark room sent us here. And there were dozens of those. So there's dozens of little this in Greenville? Who put this here? Why
Well,
is
the hags have been here for a while. They could have done it.
that's true? They have been
I,
saying
w-
for
I
a
would
while.
like to go rest and then potentially come back here and see where the other ones lead to.
If we have the time, right? I think we all get the sense that this impending harvest is
Yeah.
among us. But agreed. We and he's like, you see him studying all of you, kind of playing on his know your enemy feature. Uh, we all pretty much look towards our, our ends. And frankly, if I understand, there might be some adverse side effects after the potion leaves your system, my feral friend.
I'm not sure, but that is a good possibility. It seems to be taxing my constitution a lot.
We put
A
it to
couple of bruises and like a bit of a puffy eye. I'm like, I feel just fine.
yeah. I admire your gusto.
Gustav?
Go.
So
No, no.
where? Where?
This is
Who is
us.
this Gustav?
Give me money.
Well, let's find a place to rest. We can go back to the fish production place if you want. It doesn't matter to me, but we need to find a place to rest and gather our thoughts and see where our next phase or our next action will be.
It is cramp here, but we could.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nobody here, then it's as good a
Uh,
place as any. We just probably want to put up the dome.
I'm gonna do a quick test before we decide where to sleep.
Sure. What's
I'm
the
gonna
time?
go. I'm gonna go back to the corner with a sigil and pull out Hans and ask him nicely. Hey, you know which one we jumped through. Can you go through here? See if you can go through here and try and jump back.
So
The
it's
two-way.
yeah. So the Dragonar kind of put up the desk and it's kind of hatched back onto the wall, right? And you see that symbol. However, the symbol it's not doing that spirally, twisty magic.
Oh shit. I think I still have detect magic from when we're in the windowless building.
Sure.
Anything?
There, it is a magical symbol. It is not on essentially. It's
Okay.
not. So
Vending
it's
machine
there.
broke.
Just learn how to use it, possibly.
Sorry, say that again.
It's there. You just need to understand how to activate it or use it.
Okay. Would I have any idea whether this is just like a destination marker or if it could necessarily be a two-way path? Is there any way I can tell that?
Go ahead and give me a Arcana check, and I'll allow you to use your charisma since you're still vibing off your previous similarity with Dimension Door.
Total of 9.
9.
I rolled a
Diff-
2.
It's a different symbol. I will give you that.
This one's going the other way. They got 2 letters in the spiral alphabet.
Spiral bet, if you will.
Oh.
I will not.
I will not what?
You said if you will. I said I will not.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah.
So, yeah, so you guys, like, to give you a little bit of a picture, you are in a small, but not like hyperly tiny, cramped space that is seemingly like a study, a quiet space to study, a quiet space to. I don't know. There's a desk that's built into the wall that can be flipped out. There's shelving into the wooden walls that have not been touched in a very long time, with wrapped up scrawlings of paper, maybe like a book or three, some ink wells, a couple, paintings on the walls that are covered up. Again, it just looks like a forgotten or not in use space. Short of seeing that there definitely someone came rushing through here, because you see like the dust and stuff kind of kicked apart on the floor and everything.
Like, I don't mind going somewhere else, but I look like a goddamn idiot holding this bear pelt full of shit, as well as my normal pack and all the other things.
And there's a cloud that's just kind of.
Yeah, I don't really notice that myself, but you're right.
Yeah, but I'm just giving you the visual, like, as
Yeah,
just
yeah.
made me think of it as like, as you were trying to like look at the sun outside. There's a cloud just kind of sort of in the way.
So yeah, maybe we chill here. I can do a little pep talk for a quick short rest for 10 minutes if you guys want. That may or may not help. I don't know. I probably need more than that, but it might be fine.
I like the idea. I can throw in a little song as well.
Okay.
Help everybody relax and
All right, everybody, and then I'll put down the pack, crack my knuckles, be like, here, here's what we've done. Da 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 da. 10-minute speech, respite.
I can respect that. All right, so everyone go ahead and take a short rest, and on top of that, let's take another break.
Okay.
As you guys are in a mysterious kind of study space. So let's go ahead and make it a proper 10 to 15 minute break. So be back at 11:15, 11:20.